John Collins been a name that they've been trying to get for a long time, and they got Deandre Ayton, a guy who couldn't function right with Chris Paul. They did go to the finals, whatever. But I know I'm about to swing this into a Lakers bash because I have to.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. But I'm not so high on that bullshit. DeAndre Ayton to the Lakers like he's our savior. Like, how we know he's gonna be able to play with Luka Doncic?
Isn't DeAndre better than John?
Yeah, no, he ain't better than John.
Oh, he's not. Okay, my bad.
Oh no, DeAndre Ayton big ass ain't better than him.
Jordan, do you listen to the stuff that you be saying from time to time? Because you be wild as hell with some of the stuff that you saying.
I'm trying to save y'all right now. Y'all gonna be mad at DeAndre Ayton for getting 2 points in the game. Y'all gonna be mad. He got 2 points and he's 7-2. Yeah, he playing with fucking Luka Doncic. Who would be a better fit? John Collins or DeAndre Ayton? I'm trying to save y'all right now. I'm trying to save y'all.
In that case, Jordan, I can see where you're coming from. I only asked if he was better. I think DeAndre Ayton is better. But in basketball, we all know certain fits matter. So I can see where you're coming from. John Collins might actually fit better there. But, I mean, the better player is DeAndre Ayton. And also, DeAndre Ayton played really good with Chris Paul until Monty Williams decided he didn't want to coach no more.
Do you fight that?
Chris Paul, it was like
do you fight that?
No, I'm not gonna fight that. Chris Paul is a point guard's point guard. You know how you say use a gentleman's gentleman or use a man's man?
Yes,
like,
sir.
Chris Paul's a point guard's point guard. Mm-hmm. Luka Doncic ain't a point guard's point guard.
What is
All I'm saying is he couldn't play. DeAndre Ayton ain't Derek Lively or Gafford to where they can sit around and be okay with a few dump downs. They ain't okay with. He not okay with that shit. His big ass gonna think him and Rudy Gobert got the same syndrome. They want to be involved, knowing that they not fully engaged. And I'm trying to save y'all right now. The Lakers messed up by getting DeAndre Ayton and not John Collins. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, y'all Lakers fans all excited. Oh, we got DeAndre Ayton. By November, December. Man, this DeAndre Ayton dude sucks, man. We got to get rid of him. He trash. Oh, he 2 points. Don't say I didn't tell y'all. Because what are y'all expecting from him?
Because what you're telling us is just not true. One, he didn't suck when he was with Chris Paul. That's number one.
I didn't say he sucked.
Okay, but you're gonna say he's gonna suck with Luka Doncic and LeBron James. He's gonna suck with those two guys, but he didn't suck.
Point guards and Chris Paul.
Austin Reeves too.
Austin Reeves, by the way,
more shots for them, less for him.
Okay, see and that's where again a hole has been filled at the 5 spot. So with the hole being filled at the 5 spot, DeAndre Ayton in that offense, one
is gonna do what?
I'm about to tell you right now. One, it's gonna change. He's gonna do more rim running, like Anthony Davis did.
When you seen John Collins? I mean, when you seen DeAndre Ayton big ass rim run?
When he was with Chris Paul, that's when I seen him rim run. I saw him last year rim running.
Let's not act like DeAndre Ayton don't be like he wasn't getting busy off the pick and roll.
I was saying,
he'll pick and pop, but I seen plenty times Chris Paul get into the teeth of the defense and throw DeAndre Ayton alley-oop. Plenty of times.
Point guard. You gonna see DeAndre Ayton spam pick and roll with Luka Doncic, and he can't pop and shoot that 3 ball. Luka gonna dribble.
Who said anything about the long ball? He doesn't have to shoot the long ball. In fact, I think it's perfect for what's going on with Luka Doncic.
Why he don't got to shoot the long ball?
Why does he have to shoot the long ball? You already got guys to shoot the long ball.
So if he not gonna catch and shoot from the long ball, where his touch is gonna come from? Off straight lobs? You got
so he can't play in the mid range. This is Jordan.
Who plays in the mid range with Luka Doncic? Who?
DeAndre Ayton. He's gonna play in the mid range. That's who's gonna play.
We ain't never seen before. You never seen a big play in the mid range with Luka Doncic
because he's never had. When is the last time Luka Doncic had a big who can score like DeAndre Ayton? Go.
Porzingis.
And how'd that go?
Hold on, how long ago was that?
It didn't work out for other reasons.
4 years ago? That was 4 years ago?
4 years ago now.
Yeah. Hey, Jordan, I know it might be hard for you to accept
Don't
this.
tell me
Hold on, wait. Hey, just hear me out. Hear me out. Jordan, you know, in order to grow up, you got to go through some things. In order to become a better person, you got to go through some bad situations, some rough patches.
Sure.
Now, Luka, a little adversity. Now, he may now look at the past and see that maybe he wasn't the best teammate and the best point guard for Kristaps Porzingis. Maybe he misses what he had in Kristaps Porzingis. You know, you never miss a good thing till you lose it. Now, he went through that. He gets traded from the Dallas Mavericks. You know, that brings some things to reality. Now you see he's getting in shape now. maybe it just took a little bit of maturing, and a little bit of growing to understand that, hey, I do need to feed my horses. If I expect the big man to protect the rim for me, if I expect the big man to set good screens for me, if I expect the big man to do the big man things that I'm not going to do, maybe I need to give him the ball a little bit more.
Why are we sitting here talking like Luka don't pass?
I didn't say he don't pass. He passed to the 3. That's what he do. He passed to the 3, not to the mid-range.
He passed
yeah, you see, that's the thing, though.
That.
No, but look, though, that's the thing, because matter of fact, I'm watching Bron, KD, and Steve Nash talk about grenade launchers just the other day. They just ain't use the term grenade launcher.
What term did they use?
They talked about this, and I'm like, yo, that's what I've been trying to say. With 2 seconds left, you passing into these guys to shoot threes. You know what I'm saying? There's 2 seconds left in the shot clock. Somebody closing out on me. That's a grenade. So, yeah, he might pass the ball, but he's a grenade launcher.
I'm going to just tell y'all the truth. I'm trying to save y'all for this wishful bullshit ass thing and you Lakers/Cowboy fans brains be thinking, bro, this shit going to be a disaster by January. I'm telling you, this shit is going to be a disaster. I'm just letting you know what's going to happen. Y'all got too much hope for a motherfucker who I don't got no hope in Deandre Ayton. I think he's a decent player. I think he's a decent player. I think he's good.
How much of DeAndre Ayton do you watch, Jordan?
I watched a lot of film with Portland just now. I've been damn near about to do a breakdown on all their players, but I had to stop because that'd be fucking annoying. So I had to stop. But I'm just telling you, Donovan Clingan was about to play Deandre Ayton out of that shit anyway. Just letting you know.
We already knew that.
Yeah, I told the people about Clingan.
Yeah, we already knew that was happening. But because you're leaving somewhere does not mean you whack. It just doesn't work there.
I didn't say he whack. I'm just saying.
That's exactly what you just said, Jordan. You said this DeAndre Ayton bullshit. By January, y'all gonna be like,
it's gonna be a forest fire.
That's gonna be a crazy he's whacked. So with that being said, when I watch Luka Doncic in pick and pop, when I watch Luka Doncic just in a pick and roll, when he gets guys in jail, he completely dominates. So if I got a guy like DeAndre Ayton in the short roll, if I got DeAndre Ayton popping to the elbow, who can knock down that shot pretty consistently, and when I got Luka holding off the defender when he has him on his right hip, and DeAndre Ayton dive into the basket because he knows that Luka is looking for him, that's a viable option. That's number one. Number two, when I got LeBron James and I'm rim running, because now that's part of the offense, because they've told me that before the season started, just like Jason Kidd told J.R. Smith, I'm gonna get you 6 points just running. That's what I'm going to do. Just run it. I'm going to get you 6 points. Just run the floor. I'm going to get you 6 points. When he played with J.R. Smith when he's with the Knicks. Anyway, focus, Jordan. I'm going to get you 6 points just running. So the same logic with Jordan, same logic with DeAndre Ayton and James. I'm going to get you 4 to 6 points a game just running to the rim. When you got a smaller guy on you, asking for the ball,
that's what he's going in with.
Luka Doncic, on the other hand, I'm going to get you involved in the pick and pop. I'm going to get you involved in the short roll because he's got a really good mid-range game.
Okay, chill. Hold on. Let's break your debate.
That's going to motivate him to rebound a little bit.
Hold on. That's going to
motivate him.
All right, let's break your argument up in pieces. Let's stop right there. I agree with you that he's a good mid-range.
And Jordan, right quick, before you get into this, I just want to let everybody know I'm running a poll right now, and I'm asking you guys, who's going to have a better season? DeAndre Ayton with the Lakers or John Collins with the Clippers? Y'all come over to the YouTube side, vote on that.
Somebody send me a wager. Bet me right now who's going to have a better season. I'm going to guarantee you it's going to be fucking John Collins.
What does a better season mean, you think, Jordan?
More points, more rebounds, more impact on the team. Maybe even on defense, Ayton probably win that. On the offensive side,
almost a 20 and 10.
I can guarantee there won't be more rebounds. I can assure you of that.
Okay. Anyways. Let's go back to your argument. He's very good in the mid-range. When he getting it, yes. When you got a steady diet of I know I'm getting that shot, I can be very good at it. But let's say I go down we take 10 trips down the court. I might have touched the ball 2 or 3 times. You think I'm gonna be good in the mid-range?
That doesn't go away just because I haven't touched the ball. No.
Yeah, it does. It's called out of rhythm. It's called out of rhythm.
I'm not never gonna touch the ball. I'm gonna get in rhythm. Let's be clear about that.
So what is your expectation? So what is your expectations for DeAndre Ayton? I just want to know, like, what do you see him doing?
I see a 16 to 19 game guy this season, and I see between 9 and 11 rebounds. That's what I see from him this season, and maybe 2 blocks, but at least a block a game.
So what are we getting? Okay, so what are we getting from Luka and LeBron?
I don't think that I'm getting 25 from LeBron this season. I mean, I think that that's ridiculous for me to think that a 40-year-old
ridiculous. The man been doing it for 20 straight years. Why is that ridiculous?
And that's crazy to me to think that
he actually didn't do it this past season.
He didn't do it this. Like he didn't do it last year. It was 24-6, which averages out to
24-4 actually. 24.
Was it 24-4? I thought it was.
Okay, so you round down to 20.
Yeah, you round down to 24. Right.
Okay.
That's correct, Martin.
So LeBron gonna give us 20. What is Austin Reeves gonna give us?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not gonna say 20. I think James could give me anywhere between 25 and 24.
25 and 26.
With James. Luka, I expect a breakout season. Not a breakout.
Breakout.
Already done that. Let me rephrase that.
So is Luka getting 30 games?
I expect a big time season from Luka.
30?
I expect something. I expect that right there. What you just said. Swiper. I'm expecting anywhere between 27.
What Reeves and Braun doing there?
That's why Ayton with his 16.
That's what he was just talking about. He was just. What do you mean? He just said that.
I mean, but what's Reeves doing like in that situation? He getting what 17 then?
I can see Austin Reeves anywhere between and in the flow of their offense. I think that their offense is going to change. Now, mind you, don't think that I'm up here like, yo, the Lakers are winning the NBA championship, but they got better at the 5 spot because they didn't have one. So the fact that they filled that hole, they 100% got better at the 5 spot. So it's not like they got this guy and, yo, this shit is going to be trash. No, we actually got a guy to rebound. We got a guy to rim protect. We got a guy to pick and pop. We got a guy in the short roll. We got a guy to run. We got a guy who rim runs. We have a presence in the paint. We have that going on as opposed to when we had James doing it. We're not winning with that. No, we're not.
Okay. Hey, my stance is my stance on the Lakers.
Yep.
Hey, brother.
And by the way, Jordan, if I'm wrong, 100%, Jordan, you know what? You was right. I can't believe I.
Oh no, you ain't got to worry about that. I always keep track of my wins.
But I don't think I'm going to be wrong in this situation. I don't. Okay. I think DeAndre Ayton's going to be really good for them. Yes, I do.
Either way it goes, both teams came up with this.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, the Lakers needed a center desperately. They got their center, and they just signed their backup center back, Jaxson Hayes. Mars, by the way, Jaxson Hayes got a no-trade clause.
No, yeah, but it's something about contract stuff that I don't know. I don't know how the free agency stuff works, but it's like it was something that is basically a written in no trade clause that guys like Jaxson Hayes get. It's not like they offered him a no trade clause. Someone on Twitter spoke about it.
Somebody else got a no trade clause too.
Yeah, it was 2 people.
Yeah.
So it's not. I can't remember it's in the CBA or something. I don't know what it is. But it's like you basically get to control where you go or something. I don't know.
Which I'm feeling that. If I don't want to live in Milwaukee, I'm not moving to Milwaukee. No.
After enough 1-year deals, you get this de facto no trade clause, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's also the same time too. Like, shit, if you ain't wanted by no team, this shit just cut your ass, really. Because like, all right, I can't trade you. You don't want to go here, or I'm gonna just cut you. Might as well. So, good. See, I mean, if I was Jaxson Hayes, I wouldn't have signed back with that damn franchise. Like, you guys fucking wasn't playing me. This shit, like, to me, it's just, I don't understand, like, how do y'all see the vision for the Lakers with the issues that they had last year, with the issues that they have coming into this season, especially with LeBron opting into all that bread. I just can see a forest fire. Like, I can predict bad shit. I can predict trade talks and trade rumors around LeBron James circling around November, December. And I just don't see it playing out well. I just cannot see it playing out.
Jordan, the thing about it is, it's hard to write off a team with Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Austin Reeves, and you just signed DeAndre Ayton. Now, I know you need other pieces. I know the team may be incomplete to some people, but when you have those 4 in your starting lineup, it's hard to just write that team off. Like, you could do it if you want to, but at the same time, it's like, how?
Ron, not only they fixed one of their problems. Like, y'all can feel how you want about DeAndre Ayton. He's still a good basketball player, and they fixed one of their problems by adding him. On top of that, like Jaxson Hayes should be happy that he gets to go back to his role. He's not a starting 5-man in the league, so he's going to be able to play backup minutes behind the starter, and I think that's going to make him look, more valuable. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna make, even if not necessarily better, it's gonna make him look more valuable. He shouldn't be playing starting minutes. You know what I mean? So I think Jaxson Hayes got put in a better situation by being able to come off of the bench.
I think that's where most of the heat came from with Jaxson Hayes, and the fact that he was playing starter minutes, people expected him. I was one of those people like, look, Luka Doncic is about to get this dude paid, not realizing that Jaxson Hayes He's not a premier big man in the league. He a backup 5. That's who he is.
That's to realize that he was going to go to the playoffs and barely play.
Because a lot of that stuff at the starting 5 position, he doesn't do it. As a backup,
I'm saying I just don't get how a team how you end your season with the Lakers like that, and you want to sign back with the Lakers unless that was his only offer. I just don't get it. Like, bro, the shit gonna happen to him again. Like, it's gonna happen to him again, and then it's like, oh, y'all gonna complain about where's Jaxson Hayes? Where's Jaxson Hayes? Why are we not playing Jaxson Hayes? Because he don't fit this damn team. I don't get why players make this same mistake. I'm gonna go back to the team where I sat on the bench, I barely played. It was cringy to get my minutes in. Like, why not go to a team where you can be a good backup center where they need you? Like, they could use you places.
And they need him in Los Angeles as a backup.
They needed him last year.
Okay, but here's the problem. They didn't have a 5-man, so he had to play starter minutes. And with him playing starter minutes, all his deficiencies right there on Front Street.
Right. And he went from starter minutes to no minutes, though.
Right, because, the coach, why am I drawing a blank on their coach's name?
Yeah, JJ Redick.
JJ Redick, I'm sorry. JJ Redick said, before I play him 30 minutes, I won't play him at all. But I like him in 15 minutes. I like him in 18 minutes.
He didn't even play him in 15. He played him in 0.
You talking on the playoffs, Jordan?
Yeah.
Jordan,
that was something that was Jordan,
though.
Jordan. I mean, sorry, Jaxson wasn't playing well either. Like, there's multiple reasons why. And
exactly.
he played 20 minutes. He played 20 minutes a game in the regular season last year, Jordan, to be clear. And in his career, that's the second most minutes he's ever played behind the 21-22 year. And, that year, I believe, Mars, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Zion was also injured in and out the lineup that year. That was when Jonas Valanciunas, Jaxson Hayes, Herb Jones, I think Trey Murphy, and maybe CJ when they were the starting 5. They had the number 1 defense in the league for a stretch with Willie Green with that lineup. So I just think that, like, he played a lot of minutes, but he also just functionally, to Chill's point, doesn't do a lot of things that you need to do with the 5 spot, especially in the Western Conference.
No, especially with the Lakers, not just the Western.
Well, I don't think he's that good anyway, though, Jordan. Like, if you just look
I agree too. I think he's a backup too, but I'm saying I don't think he fits with the Lakers for what y'all want him to do.
Starting center.
Why
I agree.
Starting or coming off the bench.
I don't think he's a starter in any Western Conference team, though. Is what I'm saying.
I don't think he's a starter in the NBA.
Okay, rewind, Jordan. Let's say coming off the bench. What is Jaxson Hayes coming off the bench? What is he in your estimation?
I mean, he's just
really a high energy guy.
Hold on, Swiper, because I'm interested in this. What is he coming off the bench? He's your rotation guy. What are you expecting from him?
He's a high. I expect him to be a high energy guy. You kind of have him as a lob threat, but I too don't believe that you can play him 20 minutes a game. I think you can probably play him 10 to 15 minutes a game. Okay. This is my issue that I'm saying with the Lakers. I just think the Lakers are going to play him that 10 to 15 minutes of the game, and when he's not effective the way that they want him to be effective, then he's going to stop playing, and then he's going to be, where's Jaxson Hayes at? Just like it was in the playoffs. Like, then it's going to be, well, we need this, but y'all signed the motherfucker. Y'all knew what he was when y'all signed him. So why all of a sudden now when the season goes along, oh, we need this. Now we can't use him. You knew you needed that. That's my whole thing. Y'all know y'all need that. And then y'all still going to sign him. And then y'all excuse is, oh, we need this. So now we can't play you.
Keep going.
And I just don't like when players do that because then you're going to mess your career up. Like, you're just going to mess your career up.
So to your point, you need a lob threat. You need a guy that's going to bring energy. Like a backup, sure, in 10 to 15 minutes. Now, when the playoffs start, which was what we saw, the floor shrinks. And with the floor shrinking, those lobs aren't there as much. So I need you to do other stuff. I need you to pick and pop. I need to be able to go to the bucket and dump it off to you for a hook. I need to be able to get you to clean.
Jaxson Hayes gonna do a hook?
Well, see, this is what I'm talking. This is the point that I'm making. I need you to be able to do this stuff. He doesn't. So,
but Jaxson Hayes don't got a jump hook?
No, he can't. I'm saying, but in the playoffs, though, and we can move on because we got to do ads, obviously. But in the playoffs, no. Like, I don't think he's not even a player you want to like. He doesn't have IQ enough defensively. I think offensively, he's not a connected passer. Typically, even if you look at some of these bigs that are playing, like I said, in the Western Conference,
sure.
iHeart the worst like high level team big like among like all those Western Conference teams. Could Rudy Gobert? We see he even doesn't play in some stretches. Jordan, could he offensively can have a very low IQ, even though he's a indomitable defensive player. I think iHeart, you saw situationally was playing, not playing at times, where they took him out of the starting lineup in a Pacers series because he has his own thing that he's not great at versus like spaced out teams. I think in the West, if you're not like Jokic, Zubac, like Zubac has a very clear Jordan like skill set that works, and
Agreed.
he works in every setting, every single setting. I don't know how many bigs are actually of that quality, like in the West come playoff time. Maybe Sabonis if you put Sabonis in there too. But
And to your point, if I
has to
got
play.
DeAndre, and to your point, Jordan, if I got DeAndre Ayton, I could get those 10, 15 minutes of energy, of loose balls, of rebounding, of lobs in transition when long shots come off the rim and we're running. I could get that in that limited time because he's going to be doing that. To your point, he's going to be doing that in Charlotte. He's going to be doing that in Portland. He's going to be doing that in New York. He's going to be doing that everywhere because that's who he is. And if I can get him to play 10, 15 minutes behind a starting center, then that's definitely a plus for me. However, if I got to play him 30, 35 minutes, I'd rather not play him at all because I'm not going to get what I need out of it. I'm not.
All right, I guess.
All right, y'all.
Before you move on, Ron, real quick, it's not going to be long. Just have a quick question. I know Mars can answer it very quickly. Mars, if you're a big man and you don't have you can't just catch and simply do a quick jump hook, how do you get in the NBA?
You don't.
Dunking like a bug, you just jump high as hell.
You don't.
How do you get
Tall and can jump high in theory, but I think Jaxson Hayes can make a jump hook. Yeah, I think every NBA big can make a jump hook. So,
Shit.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Shit.
It's the plan choice, but that them boys don't get it